Hey, folks, you might wonder my slides. It's me, Speckles here. Coming to in this video, I am using 4 characters from the new FNAF game, Security Breach, and Train of the Monsters. The first one I used is the new version of Freddy, known as Glamorous Freddy. I also used Montgomery Gator, was it? Yeah, I think that was it. I think the correct pronunciation was Montgomery Gator. And then I used Sundrop and Moondrop. Well, without anyways, let's roll intro and let's get into this video and let's go. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Okay. Yeah, I know last time I took over my brother's job by complete accident. It's just that I was the one who discovered the creatures, and he told me that I could actually go ahead and tell the story of them. So that's what I did. And, well, more or less tell the lore I found out about them. Lore is pretty much just stories and information we have on them. But these are a group that have been moved around quite a lot. They're known as the Glamorous Creatures. Because of their abilities, they are quite interesting. They have different types of creatures, and there's a wide variety. Some are used as animatronic versions of them are used as attractions because of their unusual look. The first one is known as the Electric Ferocious Bear Windigo, or most common name is Bear Windigo. The reason why is because originally these things were skinwalkers that, while in a bear form, ate another bear. So it was weird. The thing is that they do become a Wendigo that way, but they don't get the decrepit deer antlers or anything. They get the look of that of an average deer, except they get a blue lightning bolt like shape on their stomach and 2 red shoulder pads. It's quite interesting. But they also, instead of regular giant claws, bones grow over their claws on their hands and feet, and they become bipedal. These things stand at least 8 feet tall on average. Their speed and strength are pretty high, not pretty easy compared to that of an average Wendigo. They don't eat humans, but they don't eat humans most of the time. They still eat humans every now and again when they can't find another bear to eat. Now, they do actually eat some berries and food that a regular bear eats, but a good chunk of their food is made of a bear. But they have this weird ability to generate, electricity, hence the electric part of their name. And they are known to be quite ferocious, especially when you wander in their territory. There is really no way to tell a male and female apart. Not anyone has figured it out, because anyone who has is most likely already dead. Let's get to the next one. This next one is quite interesting as well, because of its bone hands and bone feet. It's known as the humanoid killer armored-plated crocodile, or armored croc. The reason for this is because their scales are a whole lot denser and a whole lot thicker than your average crocodiles. They are bipedal, hence the name part of the humanoid part of their name, but they also have a tail that is about 90 to say want to say closer to around 70 to 75, nearly 80% of their total body length and height. And they also have this weird mohawk that's actually a light reddish color due to it actually being spine bones that are mutated and grown out of their body. It's quite a freaky sight, to be honest. They sometimes are known to fight for territory with the bear Wendigos. Now, the armored Crocs are known for their brutality, hence the killer part. They are known to kill any strong creatures that are weaker than them. And if a stronger creature moves in, they are known to put up a decent fight, but once they lose, they hightail it and book it out of there. Some have been demonstrated the ability to use fire magic from their eyes. Don't really know how or why that is. I've managed to encounter one over my travels. So its energy layout, and matter of factly does indeed have the ability to use fire magic. But it's just like it mostly uses it in their eyes. And funny enough, that's only the magic sack I could find in most remains. Now, in younger ones, I've seen that they have the ability to use fire in any part of their body, but there are very fewer that have the ability to use it all across their body. But a weird bit is they're known to use crystals as something like glasses. They are quite intelligent creatures, so that way, because when they're older, their fire magic gets a little bit out of control because it gets quite powerful. They are known to make glasses out of said crystals, so that way they can flick them up or bring them down to shoot the fire from their eyes. Or else they pretty much will roast anything on their path. They only really use that as a trump card in a fight they think they might lose. So, and it's quite a pain in the butt whenever it's a fire elemental they're fighting. So, yeah, let's get to the next one. The third one I'm going over is one of two dwellers I'm talking about today. And for the record, dwellers are creatures that are kind of similar to elementals in the fact that they have bits of this type of elements built into their body. This one is quite freaky. It's known to freak out quite a few humans and quite a few kids more often or not. Known as the Happy Sunny Light Dweller, or the Sunny Light Dweller. Like the name suggests, it has a weirdly shaped head. It resembles that of a cartoony-like sun. It's also known for a perpetual grin. They also have different body parts that end in pure light magic. On their knees, on the inside and outside, on both legs, they also have a tail, which is right before a bone piece that separates the two bits that have light on them. Their hands, except for the tips of them, are made of light. Their shoulders and elbows are made of light as well. And they have 6 ends on their head that are triangles that resemble like those pointed bits on a sun. Each tip is that of a small triangle that ends in light. They are quite commonly used in places with miners because their ability to use light magic. It's pretty much them. They say it's a godsend because they can't really see crap down there without them. So yeah, I just really personally find these things quite freaky. They really, really unnerve me. They're light. Their tail, they are known to actually use that and fling it forward and actually have the little ball at the end of their tail, which is that of a minor sun. It's actually, from what I've been able to find, a perpetual weak version of a cruel sun known as a sunball. It's still quite hot, but nowhere as hot as a cruel sun. They have the ability to control it and move it forward, and it can let off little minor solar flares as a directional attack at the user's discretion. I personally have really good control over said spell, and the amount of mana or spell or magic power I can pour into it actually can increase it to the level of Cruel Sun, with only around 10% less of the actual magic needed for actual Cruel Sun, because the Cruel Sun is actually a more complicated spell. It's a lot hotter and more powerful, but you can get a very similar, sometimes a more powerful output from a Sunball spell. So yeah. Now, this next one is by far the freakiest thing I've ever seen, and it is by far one of the rarest ones I've seen. These are known as, when I say these, I'm referring to only a few handful of 100, maybe closer to 150, 200 maybe. Known as the sadistic night dweller. Sadistic night dark dweller, or the next dark dweller. It's like the moon was an evil goddess and created this thing. They are known to roam around in caves, and most of their body is actually made up of shadows. They are known as the next dark dweller. Next being another word for dark or night. They have this weird tail that is gray in color, but not actually bone. They have dark blue pants and a dark blue hat with black stars on them. They have like a body that is with 2 shoulder pads, and their arms and their claws, at the end of their tail, the parts that connect their feet to their hands, the ends of their feet, and the top of their hat. And their neck is all made of shadow. They are also very adept at using this to their advantage. They are known to literally stretch their arms so far out. And when they run, they put their arms forward and sprint after you like a lunatic. And they do kill. They don't kill for food, they get it. They very rarely need to eat because it's more like another world's demons I've seen. Some demons more or less just feed on the fear that someone gives off, not the actual human themselves. Every single dark, depressing thought said person excretes is what this demon needs to survive. It sometimes does eat regular humans or creatures. Sometimes it's known to catch bats and rip its wings off little by little, hence the name sadistic, and it literally laughs at this. So, another reason why it's known as the sadistic night dark dweller. The reason why, and for that, they are mostly found in deep, very dark caves, deep underground. You can tell when you're close to one when you hear the maniacal laughing. That sounds very much like the Joker. And if you know you're dead meat, and it's very hard to escape these things due to their ability to pretty much disappear into shadows. You can see them in the dark because of their glowing red eyes and their weirdly bright smile. Well, that's all for today. So, see ya. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video because that's all the time I got for today. Until next time, subscribe today to join this podcast with me or to my slides. Goodbye and peace out, everyone.